Hey, Sarah, welcome back.
Thank you, Fatboy. How are you?
Doing good and feeling liberated.
Oh, wow.
Please tell us what's popping.
Do you know I didn't know today was even a public holiday?
It is a public holiday.
You
So
know,
what you gonna-
we don't get days off, Fatboy. So it's like, it's a normal day. But moving on, Justin Bieber is what's popping. And he has sold the rights to his publishing and artist royalties for his song Catalogue. And of course, he has added himself to a growing list of pop artists and, rappers who are now selling their rights.
This is true. And I've been wondering, why is this trend happening now? Why are these artists essentially cashing out?
We need to investigate. John Legend did it. Bob Dylan did it. Bruce Springsteen did it. Justin Timberlake did it. Stevie Nicks.
Future did it.
Dr. Dre did it for very little. 200 million.
Wow.
You know?
So I don't understand. Is it a case of essentially cash out while you're still hot? Mm-hmm. Because a lot of these artists are still at the top of their game.
Yeah.
I have a feeling there aren't too many offers knocking on Bobby Brown's door. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Keith Sweat.
Yeah.
And many artists that are past their prime.
Yeah.
It is only when you are still at your peak that I think your library can command a high price.
That's true.
So maybe they've just made the calculation that it's better to get rid of it now, take that cash, maybe invest it in property or stocks or something, and then just live off the juice.
Yeah, and Justin Bieber sold his for 200 million as well. And he sold it to Hipgnosis. Yeah.
Quite interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, but this seriously requires more investigation. Now,
I need to investigate.
You're so curious.
I'm very
why,
curious.
Why are they just offloading all this stuff?
I'm curious. And yet Taylor Swift is actually taking the opposite route, and she's fighting to maintain and gain publishing rights to her music. You remember she had to redo all her albums? Yeah, even Ashanti did that. Who else? Megan Thee Stallion also was fighting her label to gain, publishing
But a lot
rights.
of it, don't you think a lot of it is a combination of either naivete or greed? Because a lot of these artists enter into these contracts because they're desperate for deals and they're desperate for success. And they go in knowing full well what the terms are. And so if it so happens that they become successful and then they turn around and decide, hey, I want my music back, my masters. It's like, okay, I feel like legally speaking, they have no basis. And so that is why they normally go to social media and they start crying and trying to seek sympathy like Taylor Swift has done for many years. So I don't know, man. I just feel like, me personally, I'm not going to be surprised if 10 years from now, Justin Bieber is going to turn around and say, oh, I want my masters back. I was exploited by the industry.
I don't think so.
Just wait.
Because he'll have to buy them back. Wouldn't he have to do that?
Or re-record them. Like
or re-record them,
Swift.
yes. And that would be a lot of work and a lot of effort lost. So I hope they're spending their money wisely.
Okay.
And, putting it in the right place. And, I guess it's part of the music business. I guess a lot of us don't really understand. But I'm going to investigate.
Please
and
do.
I will give you a full report.
Yeah, looking forward. What else is popping?
Paris Hilton is now a mom. And she and her husband welcomed their first baby boy via surrogate.
Wait, this is her first child?
Her first child, yes.
Surrogate, you say?
Yes, they used a surrogate. And yes, they did say that they were very excited about, welcoming their baby boy. Paris Hilton did post a picture to her Instagram, of course, holding the little baby's hand and saying that you've just gotten here and yet you are already loved so much. Remember, she got married in February 2021.
No, I don't remember.
Okay. She got married in February 2021. I think it was on Valentine's Day.
Cool. All right.
But a lot of people are studying, and actually Candice Owen brought this to my attention because she was accusing a lot of these A-list celebrities for having surrogates give birth to their children out of convenience. So it's like out of vanity. I don't want to have to carry the child, so I'm just going to pay someone else to carry this child for me.
But if that's... Okay, so it's kind of implying that every woman is obliged to carry their own, like outside of medical reason, like maybe it's a risk to your health.
Yeah.
Outside of that you must, if you want to be a mother, carry your child.
That's what she's basically implying, yes.
Now you're a mother, so do you think you'd feel differently about your son if you hadn't carried him?
I don't, yeah. I think if somebody else had carried my baby, I would feel I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know, because I think I'm very attached to him because he came out of me. He's mine.
Yeah.
And he looks like me. So I don't think I would ever have a child by a surrogate. But then again, I don't know. Because I don't know how these women are desperate to have children. Because Candace Owen pointed out Khloe Kardashian, because Khloe Kardashian also said that her doctor said she'd have a high-risk pregnancy if she carried the child. She also pointed out Kim Kardashian, same thing, had fertility issues. Priyanka Chopra also said that these ladies are having, a lot of A-list stars are just resorting to have children via surrogate because it's a lot more convenient for them. They don't have to stop working. They do not have to worry about their bodies changing. And they don't have to deal with because being pregnant is a lot of work.
It is for sure.
Jesus Christ.
Ultimately, and here I'll kind of disagree with Candice, I think it's a matter of choice. And for as long as you are going to be a parent fully involved in this child's life, I feel like that's what matters. No?
It doesn't matter whether you carry it or not. It doesn't matter if it's yours biologically or not.
I do think by carrying it, you develop a deeper bond. But still, if once the child is born, you're going to care for it, then that's it.
No, the surrogate thing is, quite tricky.
So wait,
I'm very curious about it.
If you could, because a lot of women who maybe previously suffered a terrible experience giving birth, they too also sometimes say, you know what?
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And sometimes that is why they avoid having any future children.
Yeah.
But in your case, like if you had the option to get a surrogate, would you consider having a child?
No, I don't think so, because I'm well and able to carry a child by myself. So I think if I did that, I think I would be like, I don't know, for lack of a better word, spitting in the face of women who take that route because they cannot do it. So it's kind of like me mocking or taking advantage of the situation, which I don't think is right. It's like cheating.
And since
cheating in exams, you get. Do you understand?
It's like using Chat GPT.
Thank you.
To have a baby.
It feels like that. So no, I would not do it.
But thankfully, you are still celibate, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
So you're not going to be getting pregnant anytime soon?
You know what? I actually thought about, it's funny, it's ironic, but I thought about being a surrogate. I actually went and looked it up and read up
for
on
somebody.
It. For somebody, yes. Carry a child for somebody.
For economic reasons or to help?
For very much economic reasons at the top of the list, but also to give the gift to people who cannot have or carry the children on their own.
I actually explored the option of having a child via surrogate. As you know, I had mine quite late in my life.
Yeah.
But yeah, you pay a surrogate, it's like 15 million.
That's
or
good
thereabouts.
Money.
Can you imagine 15 million to just sit on your butt all day for 6 or 7 or for 9 months, right?
9 months, but you don't even know. Yeah, 6
no, because the first few months
months
of pregnancy is like you don't even feel it.
No, oh my goodness. The first, let me tell you briefly about mine. The first 4 months were hell.
Really?
Were hell. I was nauseous 24/7. I had that metallic taste in my mouth 24/7. My body was sore for 4 months straight. Everything smelled bad. Everybody irritated me. I even didn't like the feeling of water on my skin.
Wait, so you weren't bathing?
I will be honest, no, I was not. The majority of those first 4 months, I was not. And then just like that, after the 4th month ended, on the dot, I woke up feeling energized. I had the strength of 300 Spartans.
Wow, that's great.
I had so much energy.
And you carried that energy through till you popped the baby out of your body.
Mm-hmm.
Well, good for you. And good for Paris Hilton. And for anyone else who's also recently had a child.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep doing your thing. And in case you are living in Japan, you're a Japanese person, you better go extra, because I read a report saying that their birth rate is really, I think last year they had only 800,000 births.
Really?
Yeah, the whole country. So basically, their population is in decline.
Mm-hmm. That's wild.
They're
And
in
yet
big
for
trouble.
here, we are just on some marathon. Who are we? We are basically repopulating the whole earth by ourselves.
You know?
Also, Brian McKnight welcomed the baby with his wife.
When?
I forgot to tell that story. He did on today is Thursday, right? It was on Tuesday.
Wow, isn't he like 60 something?
But he still looks good.
He's a real Zadzi.
A real Zadzi, yes.
Well, thank you, Sarah, for letting us know what's popping. Keep listening to The Fatboy Show on RX Radio.